Please subscribe to our channel, and for latest update, click on the bell icon.
Doing a comprehension poem is interesting, you saw for yourself. Now we will do another comprehension on a poem, The Spring Song. So I'll put down the poem for you, we read together, and we will learn to find answers in the poem. Okay? So a comprehension on the Spring Song poem. A spring song. A spring song. See the yellow, see the yellow catkins. See the yellow catkins cover all the slender, all the slender, all the slender willows over. And on mossy, and on mossy banks, so green, star-like, star-like primroses, star-like primroses are seen, are seen. And there, clustering, and the clustering leaves below, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, violets grow. White and purple, violets grow. Hark! Hark! The little lambs, hark! The little lambs bleat. Lambs are bleating. Bleating, and the cawing rooks are, meeting. In the elms, a noisy crowd, and all the birds are singing aloud, There, the first white butterfly first butterfly in the sun, in the sun goes flitting by. Flitting by. Okay. Now this is a little poem by Mary Howitt. It's a little poem. The spring song is by Mary Howitt. How double T. Now she wrote this poem. Okay. Now let's look at the poem once again. A spring song by Mary Howitt. See the yellow catkins cover at the slender willows over, and on mossy banks so green, star-like primroses are seen, and their clustering leaves below, white and purple violets grow. Hark, the little lambs are bleating, and the cawing rooks are meeting. In the elms a noisy crowd, and all the birds are singing aloud. They, the first little butterfly in the sun, goes flitting by. This is a little poem, a spring song by Mary Howitt. Now, what is the title of the poem? A spring song. Now, who wrote this poem? The poem is written by Mary Howitt. These are some of the small questions. Now, my question is, how does the willow look? It says, see the yellow catkins cover, all the slender willows over. My question is, how does the willows look? The willows look slender. Slender means thin. So the first question is, how does the willows look? The willows look slender. All the willows look thin and tall, slender. Slender means thin. Next, how does the mossy banks look? The mossy banks look green. How does the mossy banks look? The mossy banks look green because of the moss that is formed. The place looks green. Now, see the yellow catkins cover, all slender willows over. So, the willows are slender, and on mossy bank so green. The bank, because the moss, it looks so green. So, how does the mossy bank look? It looks green. The next question is, what is the shape of the primroses? And on the mossy bank so green, star-like primroses are seen. What is the shape of the primroses? The primroses are star-shaped. Star-shaped. So, what is the shape? What is the shape of the primroses? What is the shape? What is the shape of the primroses? What is the shape of the primroses? The primroses are star-shaped, star-like. Now, what are the colors of the leaves? What are the color? They say primrose are seen and they clustering leaf. Cluster means they are all in groups. Seen below, they are white, purple and my question is, what are the colors of the leaves? The leaves are white, purple and violet. What are the colors of the leaves? They are violet, purple and white. The next question is, what do the little lambs do? The little lambs are bleating. What do the little lambs do? The little lambs are bleating. Now, what are the birds doing? The birds are singing. How are the birds singing? The birds are singing aloud. Okay. Now, next question. What are the butterflies doing? The butterflies are flitting by in the first sun. The butterflies are flitting by in the sun. So, we will go through it again. Now, what covers? Catkins are covering. Now, what is the color of the catkins? Catkins are yellow. Now, this is a little poem, the spring song by Mary Howitt. What is the title of the poem? The spring song. Who wrote this tiny little poem? Tiny little poem was written by Mary Howitt. Now, the first question is, how did the willows look? The willows looked slender, thin. How does the mossy bank look? The mossy banks look green. What is the shape of the primroses? The primroses are star shaped. Now, what are the colors of the leaves, clustering leaves? What are the colors of the clustering leaves? The leaves, the clustering leaves are white, purple and violet. What are the lambs doing? The little lambs are bleating. Now, how are the birds singing? The birds are singing aloud. Now, what is the butterfly doing? The butterfly is flitting by. Now, what's the color of the butterfly? White. What is the white color butterfly doing? The white color butterfly is flitting by, just flying about. It's called flitting by. So, now we know how to read a poem and also to find questions and answer in that.